Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Joshua Simpson, and today I'm going to be explaining to you exactly how you can write a creative brief for a skincare or beauty brand. So in this video I'm going to cover the basics of what you need to prepare to write a great brief. Then we're going to look over the example product just to get some context and so you can start to get some ideas of how you would perhaps write this brief for yourself. And then I'm going to walk you through line by line the copy of the brief and explain to you exactly why I've chosen the words or the structure of the brief so you can start to understand and use the same sort of thinking and apply to your product as well. Now, all of the principles in this video can be applied to, whether it's skincare or some sort of lead generation or a pet brand or anything that you would do. All marketing is basically just a set of principles, but today I'm going to be applying it to a beauty skincare brand. Today we're just going to be going over the copy elements, which is probably the most important part, because you can have the most impressive visuals in the world, but if the copy is not very good, then it's not going to convert. So to create an effective brief, you're going to want to start with heavy research. Now, this is the most important part of any marketing campaign that you run. So let's take a quick look at the example product and see what we can do. This is just an example research document. If you're doing this for yourself, for real, it needs to be based on real data and a lot more in depth. But this is just covering the basics so you can get an idea of what we're going to be writing about today. So we've got an example product. This is called Age Radiance Complex. The target audience is women 40 plus struggling with visible signs of aging. We've got just a short list of different features. So the features are the different ingredients that are contained within. So marine collagen, vitamin C, SPF 30, and then we have other features such as clean ingredients. A short section on how it works. This is really important so that people can not only see the benefits but understand why it's going to benefit them and how the benefits are delivered. Most important is the benefits. People need to know what's in it for them. Why should they care? Why should they buy this product? So firm skin, even skin tone, reduced fine lines, hydration boost. Through research, you're going to be able to know which of the benefits of your product are the most important to your target audience. The most important benefit or pain point is the one that you want to lead your creative strategy with. Endorsements are always fantastic to have, so if it's somebody like a celebrity or an authority in the space, such as a dermatologist, their words going to have real impact on the customer. So make sure to include that in your research. If you have a guarantee, that's always fantastic to mention. If you don't have a guarantee, you should get one. Then move on to the audience research. So we're going to be targeting people that are in the problem stage, and you want to go over what are their pain points and what are their desires. So the most pressing and the most frequently mentioned pain points and desires of your target audience are the ones that you want to lead your creative brief with. So we've just got a few examples here, such as fine lines, wrinkles and sagging skin, uneven skin tone, dull, tired looking skin. List all of them out. We've got here the desires: younger, firmer and more hydrated skin. Simple all-in-one skincare solutions. List all of them out so you can have multiple different angles that you can maybe test. So this is the product. It's basically an anti-aging serum for women 40 plus. So let's get into the actual writing of the brief so you can see how it's done. So the first thing is the hook. We need to grab the attention of our target audience and give them a reason to continue watching and a reason to care about the video. So the best ways to do this is either calling out the audience directly or calling out their pain points and desires. Now I've got a few hook formulas that you can use, and they're instantly going to be effective as long as you've done the research. So each point needs to be based on real data of your audience. So let's quickly dive into the different options that you can use to hook your audience. Firstly, we've got here's how target audience gets desired situation. What target audience doesn't know about pain point? How I got desired outcome in time frame. I used to be in pain situation and now I'm in desired outcome. Why most target audience doesn't have desired outcome. Here's how I went from pain to desired state and why desired outcome. These are going to be super effective because it's immediately clear who the video is for and it tells them why they should care. So let's dive into actually what I've written for this product. Watch this to discover how women 40 plus are fading their wrinkles in just 2 weeks. So why is this effective? Firstly, I've used an instant call to action which is going to be leading the audience to take our desired action. People are already in an autopilot mode, so giving them instructions like this is going to be more easily accepted by their mind, and they're more likely to actually just follow the instruction and stop to watch the video. Plus we're building some initial compliance. They're agreeing to follow the first action that we're asking of them, and that compliance is slowly going to build up over time, which is going to cause them to make a purchase later. Now this is a little bit more advanced, so don't worry too much about this. You can just copy and paste this formula without knowing exactly how it works, but I just want to explain that to you, so maybe in the future when you're thinking about creating hooks, you can start to understand different ways that you can do that. So the next reason why this is so effective is because we're immediately calling out the target audience and calling out their pain points and giving them a time frame of how quickly they can see results. We're telling who the video is for, why they should care, and why this is important to know. Because there's so many different products out there. If you have a product or a claim that is above average, then you should immediately make that clear. So next, we're moving on to the body of the brief. In this part, there's many different components that you want to add. Just a few here that you can use. So you always want to include benefits. You always want to make it clear how to use the product. You may want to include some before and after, either visuals or explanations of before and after. You want to definitely include some pain points and aggravate those pain points so that people feel that it's important to solve this issue quickly. You want to explain some of the features. Maybe you have some unique features that other products don't, so we want to make that clear. And also the features help to sell to the logical part of the mind and help people understand in a logical way why this product is actually good, so that they can justify it to themselves when it comes to buying. You'd certainly want to include proof. So this can come in many different forms, such as social proof, authority proof, or even clinical and scientific proof. If you can use a combination of all of them in one video, fantastic. But if you only have one or two, that's perfectly fine as well. And next we have a confidence statement. So this could be a guarantee, or it could just be the narrator talking with ultimate confidence about the product, saying, wow, this is so good. And if the narrator or the UGC creator is genuine about that, the person on the other side of the video is going to really feel that, and they're going to feel a lot more confident in the product. So it's always a great trick to add. So let's get into the brief. So the next line is, fine lines around my eyes and forehead make me feel older. After using Ageless Radiance, my friend said I look 10 years younger. Why is this effective? Firstly, I've included specific details. This is again why it's so important to do the research. You want to know your customers better than they know themselves. The specific details such as fine lines around the eyes and forehead are going to make it much more relatable and make the customer feel like you understand them. Next, we've included some emotional pain. So nobody wants to feel older, so I'm going to be slightly aggravating the pain of seeing fine lines and feeling old. Next, we've started off with a story. So people are going to be much more likely to pay attention. Stories are just naturally more engaging, and stories make it a lot easier to add in sneaky little techniques that are going to make your writing a lot more persuasive. We're also narrating a before and after scenario. So the woman is saying before she had fine lines and wrinkles, but now she looks 10 years younger. It also includes a subtle element of status gains, so her friends are saying that she looks 10 years younger, so she's now going to be looking better in the eyes of her friends. Status is something that all humans want, so if we can in some way trigger them to think that they're going to get a bit more status from the product, that's always a great thing. Instead of saying smooth and youthful, we've said 10 years younger, as this is a much more powerful and imaginative way of saying what the desired outcome will be. So we've hooked the viewer, we've aggravated the pain points, we've introduced the product, and we've projected the desired outcome. The next step is telling a little bit more about the product. What does it do? Is it proven? Here's what I've written. It's a clinically proven anti-aging elixir that restores and protects menopausal skin from premature aging. There's a lot to break down here, so let's get into it. First firstly, we've provided some proofs. Providing proof such as clinical proof is always going to be very effective and very powerful in a competitive market such as beauty and skincare. Secondly, in the skincare market, everybody's heard about creams and serums, but we've called it something just slightly different, which is an anti-aging elixir. It makes it sound a little bit more magical, a little bit more interesting. So we're just giving people just a small additional reason to continue to watch to find out more about this elixir. Next, going back to research, we know that the target audience is dealing with the menopause, so we're indirectly confirming to them that this product is specifically for them. Women 40 plus that are dealing with menopause, that want to look more youthful. If you can make them feel understood and feel that the product is made for them specifically, you're really going to increase the chances of that person buying. Next, we're going to explain a little bit about how to use the product. So I just apply 2 to 3 drops in the morning and instantly your skin looks brighter. Again, you're going to notice throughout this brief that we keep referring back to the benefits, and that's what you want to keep on doing. Don't sell so much on the features. A lot of people make this mistake. It's probably the most common mistake when it comes to writing briefs or copy. Don't focus so much on the features, focus on the benefits. So why is this effective? Firstly, saying I just makes it seem very simple to use, which might be important to people that are 40 plus. You know, that don't want to be messing around doing a lengthy skincare routine. This is something that you'll find out through research. So I'm going to make it very clear that it's very simple to use. Just 2 to 3 drops. And next, so since this script was written in story format, we use referential index switching to imbue the benefits onto the viewer and to make them imagine the change for themselves. Now, this is a very subtle technique in NLP, where you're switching from talking in the I perspective to the you perspective, or from they to you, or vice versa. And this is going to help transition the viewer from thinking about the benefits to this woman to the benefits to themselves. Next is a very, very simple but very effective one that you can also add into your script. It's simply, here's how. So the reason why I like this line is that it smoothly transitions the viewer into the more logical selling points of the product. So it won't just naturally get them to watch just a little bit longer, which is going to be really important for telling the social media algorithm that this is actually a good video, it's an engaging video, so they push it to more people for a lower CPM, and it's just going to sound a lot more natural. Now, you want these briefs to be written almost in a conversational tone, just so it sounds natural and it doesn't sound like a shopping commercial. And also, extended playtime is going to increase the sunk cost invested into watching the video, which is going to increase the likelihood of a conversion. For example, if you've paid for a movie ticket and halfway into the movie you realize that you don't enjoy it, most people are just going to continue to watch the movie until the end, even though they know that it's a bad movie. Why? Because they've already invested the time and the money into watching half of the movie. So the longer we can keep people watching, the more that we can keep them invested, and the more likely to take the call to action at the end of the video. So now we're going to actually go on to the how it works part of the video. So here we're going to be using some of the features to explain how this product provides the benefits. It contains marine collagen, which increases elasticity and reduces wrinkles, and the SPF 30 shields your skin from UV damage, which is the primary cause of premature aging in women over 40. Again, in every single line there's a lot to break down, so let's get stuck into it. I've chosen marine collagen to be one of the first features that we mentioned, just because in the beauty industry, collagen has become a little bit of a trendy ingredient to add, so it's going to be interesting to people to see this new and interesting ingredient included in this product. So the next reason why I've written this line is because the target audience understands elasticity and they understand that it's responsible for youthful and smooth skin. So we want to connect the feature to the function and connect the function to the benefit that they're seeking. We also know through research that the target audience wants to prevent or slow down aging. So we've included a feature that actually does that, which is the SPF 30. It's going to prevent premature aging, and that's going to be one of their desires, to prevent aging. And lastly, we're again reinforcing that this product is specifically for the target audience. So next, I want to add in a bit more confidence and a bit more social proof. So how are we going to do that? Let's take a look. The next line is, it's so good that I can't recommend it enough. Just check out the reviews and you'll see what I mean. So here you can see it's in a conversational tone again. I'm just going to make it feel much more relatable. So with this sentence, we're aiming for an emotional trigger. So just imagine the UGC creator or the AI voice or whoever's narrating this video says with absolute confidence that this product is so good. If they're saying it with joy and elation, we're going to hope that that emotion can be transferred to the viewer of the video as well. Next, we're giving some social proof just by telling them go and check out those reviews. Ideally, you want the visuals to be, scrolling through the reviews, or maybe a collage of lots of people holding the product and smiling. But overall, this section is just aimed to boost the confidence in the product by providing social proof and giving a strong recommendation for the product. This is going to be even more effective if you're using a celebrity to narrate or to record the video, or maybe a doctor or some sort of authority figure. If the authority figure is super confident in the product, then the viewer is also going to be super confident in the product. So we're going to want to put even more confidence into this product by bringing in the guarantee. You can try Ageless Radiance risk-free for 60 days. So if you don't look 10 years younger like I did, you'll get your money back, no questions asked. Very simple. So this is just another confidence booster. We're again reinforcing the same benefit that we mentioned at the start of the video about looking 10 years younger. And lastly, as I mentioned before, providing a guarantee is a powerful way to stand out in a competitive market. Most people are doing 30 days, so if you can do 60 days, that's going to be excellent. So now at this point of the video, people understand who it's for, why they should care, that the product is effective. So next, we're going to want to transition into inspiring them to take action. So now I'm going to go with scarcity, urgency and exclusivity. But hurry, it's made in small batches and sells out fast. This is great for a few reasons. Firstly, we're adding some scarcity and urgency to get them to act quickly. We don't want them to go and shop tomorrow or shop next week. We want them to act now. Saying things like small batches and fast are subjective terms, so anyone can use this, even if you're a new brand. And this is going to add power to the following call to action. So people need to act now, it's scarce, it's urgent. What do they need to do? They need to shop now. So we're going to go with a simple and loaded call to action, which is, so tap shop now to get your best skin ever. So here we loaded up the call to action by reminding them of the benefit that they can get from clicking the shop now button. Our desired outcome of getting them to click and their desired outcome of getting good skin are being connected with this simple call to action sentence. So that is the brief complete. It's short and simple and snappy, and that's what you want it to be. Video length isn't important as long as you're hitting all of the different points mentioned at the start of the video. So give the benefits, give the proof, give people reasons to care, give people reasons to continue to watch the video. Let's just read the entire brief from top to bottom so you can see how it flows and how it all comes together. So, watch this to discover how women 40 plus are fading their wrinkles in just 2 weeks. Fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes and forehead made me feel older, but after using Ageless Radiance, my friend said I look 10 years younger. It's a clinically proven anti-aging elixir that restores and protects menopausal skin from premature aging. I just apply 2 to 3 drops in the morning and instantly your skin looks brighter and firmer. Here's how it works. It contains marine collagen, which increases elasticity and reduces wrinkles, and SPF 30 shields your skin from UV damage, which is the primary cause of premature aging in women over 40. It's so good that I can't recommend it enough. Just check out the reviews and you'll see what I mean. You can try Ageless Radiance risk-free for 60 days. So if you don't look 10 years younger like I did, you'll get your money back, no questions asked. But hurry, it's made in small batches and sells out fast. So tap shop now to get your best skin ever. So that's the brief complete. This is probably around 30 seconds of video playtime. And in that we've covered everything that they would need to know to feel confident that clicking is going to be worth their time. Now I want to add in just one extra point. So in this part here about how it works, here we're actually educating just a little by saying that the primary cause of premature aging is with UV. If you're able to tell somebody something that they didn't know before and educate them, they're going to feel that you know what you're talking about. They're going to trust you just a little bit more. And not only that, they're getting value out of the ad itself. So if you can, educate the audience and give them something, And lastly, as I mentioned before, and I'll mention again, it's really important to focus on the benefits. Even when I'm talking about features, I always revert back to benefits because this is the whole reason why anyone should care about the product. It's the whole reason why anyone should care about the ad. So that wraps up this video. If you want more videos just like this, maybe covering a different type of product in a different industry, or you want me to go over what the sort of visuals would be for a video like this, let me know down in the comments below. Please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be coming out with much more value just like this, breaking down different aspects of copywriting, brief writing, creative strategy, marketing, media buying, everything you need to know about scaling an e-commerce brand. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.